Hello and welcome to our presentation here for Psychology and Human Interaction class from Fullsail University Online. Our group decided to do our presentation based on leadership. We're going to explain what is the definition for those who don't know, the personalities, the roles, the characteristics of a leader, and we're also going to teach you how you can become a leader within yourself. We're going to give you tips on that. Let's get on with our presentation. Okay, so what is a leader? Rather, what is leadership? You might think it's the ability to have followers, but that's not the way we found it based on our research. There's a book there called Communicating in Groups by Michael Hackman and Craig Johnson. Now, the book defines leadership as a human communication which modifies the attitudes and the behaviors of others in order to meet the group's goals and their needs. Now, here in the definition of a leader, that shows the great influence that he has in a group. Now, there are two types of leaders: the designated leader and an emergent leader. The designated leader is a person who holds the title of a leader. He coordinates, he moderates, and also presents. Now, the emergent leader, it's more of a person who has the same status as the rest of the group members, but gradually emerges as an informal leader. We will focus on one of these leaders, the designated leader. To be a successful designated leader, he has to have an exceptional interpersonal influential characteristic, meaning that he has a great one-on-one persuasive personality. So by having this quality, it allows a leader to direct, encourage, support, and bring success to his group members. Furthermore, this can motivate the group in such a way that they would return the favor by being dependable, respectful, and loyal to the leader. But the group will only act this way if the leader conducts them properly. This is when the key qualities of a leader come into play. If he lacks one of his qualities, the entire group will fall apart. This is why a leader needs three key qualities: effective communication, behavior that helps, and adaptability. These all seem like easy behaviors, but they require much practice and resilience. In other words, a leader has to understand when acting out each key quality. He has to stand firm on the path to the goal when unforeseen or blatant attacks come his way. Now, there is no such thing as being born as a leader with these unique traits, but rather anyone can become a leader by practicing certain behaviors. So being a leader is not as difficult as it seems to be, or how people make it to be. The only main concepts that people overlook are understanding and performing the true meanings behind the three key qualities. Now that we understand the importance of a designated leader, let's move on to our next section, which are all the key qualities of a leader. Okay, on to our next subject. I'm going to go more in depth about the qualities of a leadership. There are three main qualities: effective communication, behavior that helps, and being adaptable. Effective communication can be explained as what a group member actually says and does in a person-to-person interaction. Persuasion and discussions are the key behaviors of a good leader, not psychological pressure or physical force. A bad example of a leader is a dictator. A dictator will use force by might, like his army, to influence the people instead of persuasion or discussion. Now, the second quality of a leader consists of those behaviors that help the group achieve their goals. The leader perceives the situation and then takes action. The action encompasses many different measures depending on the need of the group. A leader will have to use more than one measure to accomplish his goal, just because most situations are difficult and usually are complicated. The third quality of a leader, he must be adaptable to the changing conditions of the group. Thus, leadership is not a fixed quality, but a dynamic process of exchange. Leaders must be aware of others' needs, beliefs, and attitudes to be able to modify others' behaviors in support of the group's goals. With some situations, a compromise must be made to move forward. And this is the part that describes the quality of being adaptable. Now that you understand the three qualities of being a good leader, are you able to be one?
Depending on what type of leader and unique goal one desires to be and attain, it can take a lot of different steps, but I'll discuss the steps that will always be beneficial and help you to become a designated leader. There are 5 steps. Be tenacious, use effective communication, be well organized, stay open-minded, and reward or punish. Being tenacious is extremely important when it comes to being a designated leader, especially since this type of leader is in charge of a group. If a leader does not have a strong driven will to attain a certain goal, there is little to no chance of sustaining a successful group. The group would inherit the lack of motivation from the leader and slowly fall apart until nothing. Effective communication is a crucial step to becoming a strong leader. Many people believe that they do a good job in communicating to others, but to be exceptional at having effective communication skills is deeper than just delivering a smooth sentence. Understanding emotions and valuing others' opinions are the main keys in having effective communication. When a leader truly listens to one of his group members' opinions as if it were his own idea, effective communication is really played out. Furthermore, if the leader can correctly interpret the members' emotions behind the opinion that is stated, then there is no barriers between the leader and the group members' understanding of the particular statement. Effective communication brings unity and success to the whole group. Organization may seem like a minor step, but it is critically needed. For example, say the leader and a group are having a deep and insightful discussion on how to improve some of their steps to attaining their goal, but the leader forgets to write all the ideas down. This would make it difficult for the leader and the group members to remember each great idea, all because the leader was not organized in the way he handled his group meeting. This is a simple example, but it shows how being organized in the small details can be very beneficial. If a leader lacks in being open-minded to his group's actions and opinions, the group will become disloyal, uninterested, and bitter. Every person in a group needs to feel special and respected for his or her ideas. So a leader needs to practice being non-judgmental and instead be uplifting towards his group. This will keep him on the path to success. Finally, the last step in becoming a good leader is to reward and punish. These may seem like what a parent would do to discipline a child, but in relation, parents are the leaders of their household, and giving rewards or punishments is very helpful. If a group member is rewarded with either a physical gift or praise, they will be encouraged to do more for the group and future goals. On the other hand, when a group member is to be punished for breaking a ground rule or some form of unacceptable behavior, they should be punished in a way that brings shame and acknowledgement of his or her wrongdoing. This will be a motivation for the whole group to stay focused on their ultimate goal. After considering all these steps discussed, are you a leader?